right? The more knowledgeable we are, the better our three will be because it'll just flow. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no break in the action. Um, People will trust that you know what you're talking about, and that's how you get jobs. That's the key word is trust, trust, trust. Trust that this nigga is going to deliver on what he says he can deliver on. And once you have that trust, bro, just don't fuck it up. Just because you got it, nigga. Because you got it. Guaranteed. It's guaranteed you got it. Just keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be little shit.
Right, because now that I've been studying all this, sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
Lying, it doesn't exist because who the fuck you lying to? You can't lie to yourself and you're the universe.
Right. We're all the same, just different manifestations of each other. So, right.
And when you do lie, that's when the guilt comes in.
Yep. That's when the guilt comes in.
Like, damn, I thought I was in shape, nigga. No, you ain't.
Right. Well,
the clothes will let you know. When the clothes let you know, it's time.
Well, yeah, that's when you said the guilt's the truth. The truth. It's just the truth. Like, yeah, you lied to yourself for so long, and the truth smacks you in the face. Yeah. Just yourself smacking you in the face. It's real. So yeah, we just got to be better.
Yeah. Killed it. Wow.
Yeah. That's the only thing we can do is better.
Yeah. Because that's the awareness. Like, it's either you're asleep or you're not. Nigga. So you keep lying to yourself, you must be asleep still.
Yep. Yep. Not being the version of you that you need to be, for sure. I was just talking to my mom about that sleep stuff.
Just woke up.
That's real, bro. We just got to start really getting into this. We got to start being and living the life, nigga, that we're supposed to.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? When you be who you're supposed to be, fear goes away.
Yep.
Because fear only exists because you let it.
100%.
And what I mean by that is, say like the girls, right? I fear that, the guys that they might date. But if I become the man that I'm supposed to be, then that's who they're gonna look up to. So that's who they're gonna be like, this nigga over here is crazy because that's not how my dad be acting.
Right. And I know my dad's a real nigga. Right. So they gotta know it. Because a lot of women, they don't know their dad probably ain't a lot of times, and they don't look at him like that because you just don't never know how people are in their home life. So people probably see a lot of fucked up bullshit. Sad. That's why being a dad is like the most important thing you could really ever be once you decide that's the route you want to go. Because you have so much responsibility on your hands now, and it's really not hard. It's just you need to be the man you're supposed to be or the person you're supposed to be. Otherwise, you're gonna create fucked up kids.
Well, yeah, it starts with that, right? Like, starts knowing who you should have kids with. But
well, yeah, well, that takes it back to the teachings in general, the real teachings that we never got. Like
some people just are woke from day one. Some people get it without having to be really taught.
Right. They kind of tell you what to do.
There's some people out here doing it that way. It's like, that's crazy to me because, like, I was supposed to, we all should have known, but I guess some people just, I don't know, some people get it.
Right. Well, they try to tell you what to do, right? Like, they tell you to do math, they tell you to really find somebody you love before you have kids and stuff like that. But they don't really give you the reasons why. They should go into more depth. And they should go into, yes, it just needs to be deeper than that. You can't tell people shit on the surface because, yeah, it all sounds good, but, nigga, you gotta really, really, really show me and drill it into me before I can become a believer. You know how we are. We're stubborn because we're always asked the question why. So if we're always told the question why, then give it to us. We need the why.
Give us the answer. Then death answers. Some people need to know that, but I guess life in general teaches us. We just ignore that. Ugh, bars. Wow, that's bars. Hella bars. I just said some bars.
It'll be on the thing.
Yeah.
I know. Damn dogs. Yeah, it's a little wet out there, but it don't matter. We still got to get on the urban trail. That's the beautiful thing about it. We got all them urban trails.
Yeah, we need to do something.
I biked
We
yesterday,
definitely need
but I could have did more. But I went with Becky, you know, and we just we biked from here to Northside, up the hill, all the way up to Lovers Lane, up that hill.
to.
You know,
Damn.
last hill goes up the hill for Lovers Lane, and then we just and then we roll back
Yeah.
the same way. But see, normally I would have went all the way
Yeah.
down to Krug, or not Krug, but to Corby and back to the house.
Right.
But you know, I'm doing this for Becky so she can get out there with no excuses. Nobody wants to work out alone, nigga. I'm a dickhead, honestly, because I know that she'll have more success when I have success. When I have success, it's my success for me. When I drive success, it's directly linked to her.
Yeah.
Because when I do well, she'll do well because she's supposed to follow me as the man of the house, as the leader. Nigga, I've been fucking up. I always do this. Always do. It's because my interests and my loyalties fall everywhere, right? Because I'm the leader of the friend group only because I bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the leader. Oh, follow me, but you know what I mean though. Because Shane's my nigga, which in turn makes him your nigga, which in turn makes Paul his nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it is the way. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so my loyalties and my obligations fall to 3 other niggas at times. So I want to go play golf with Shane, and then I want to make sure that I'm working out with you, so you work out and you get your exercise in, and then I gotta do stuff with Paul and shit like that.
Yeah.
So sometimes
Balance.
it's like I can't always do this with Becky because like sometimes this is timing. A lot of times it's just timing. So I gotta. It's the best results is when me and Becky can go and get work out in early as fuck as soon as we get off work, and then I got the rest of the day to do more. You know what I'm saying? I can go get more exercise. I can go play golf with Shane, or I can go play basketball or golf or ride bikes with you, and do shit with Paul because Paul likes to do all those things too. So that's the key. I just got to make sure that I'm doing things early with Becky to get her right and myself right, and then still got time for y'all niggas.
Right. Balance.
Balance. It's just hard to find balance sometimes because it just is.
Well, we're about to get balance.
Yeah, we're having it.
Yeah, we're having it now.
Yeah, this is what we're doing now. This is who we are. We're wholesaling ass niggas now. That's what we're doing now. So that means every day we gotta be on it.
And YouTube has things.
Yeah, YouTube too.
We need to figure out.
I ain't even shit 'cause we put it out. Yeah,
I'm thinking podcast. And the GoPros. Yes. Ooh, nice. Right, we don't even per se. We don't even need like GoPros. Like it can just
What phone version you got? Your camera's good? On your phone?
I need a new phone.
Yeah, but what the camera though? What year is that?
2014 or 15.
So you got the 16 then or the 15 then? I don't think you got anything less than that. Either way, it don't matter. I'm sure your camera's good enough. I'm gonna get a new phone, strictly for camera and video purposes. I'm still gonna keep this bitch around so we'll just keep calling people off this one. But who knows? But anyway, yeah, we'll do that, and I'm gonna show you these GoPros real quick. But no, all this is you did right by turning the thing on because this is it. To a degree, like this the organic talks about this stuff and then just the journey, right? That's going to propel us. That's what people want to see. If you ask me, like, yeah, some shit's entertainment, but no, nigga, education and knowledge is the most valuable. So, nigga, people need to be watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to be. This is what it needs to be. That's all I'm saying. This is what it needs to be. We'll talk other shit too. Don't get me wrong. We'll talk about sports and stuff like that because that's our entertainment. But sometimes we gotta do the knowledge and the work.
Golf's coming. Getting the back Friday.
Yeah, that's everything, bro. Just now you got clubs in the bag. You know what I mean?
He says a good one, so it might even have a strap, bro.
Yeah, I hope so. Because we'll start walking the course. That's nigga, riding in the golf cart is the rich man's luxury. Nigga, it's the weekend golfer's luxury, really. Excuse me, not the rich man, the weekend golfer's luxury. Because if you watch any other golf, you watch golf on TV, you don't see them niggas in no cart. The niggas are walking the golf course, and that's one of the perks. That's one of the. That's even one of the harder things about golf is you gotta walk to your shot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be exercise. Niggas are fat that play golf. You gotta question that.
You're right. We should be walking. I like it.
Yeah, we should be. And sometimes I'll see people out there doing it, but it's the fuck niggas I golf with. Love them niggas, boy, they something else because they don't ever want to go walk on the course. They don't want to do it.
That plus, you almost need a separate course because you know how people are going to be.
No cap, and you're right.
Because you got people that gonna be in the carts, be like, this nigga is walking. Like,
it is what it is, nigga. Be like, nigga, this is how golf's supposed to be played. Fat fuck.
Because they rush you when you're in the cart.
Yeah, you rush me in the cart too. Like, yeah, they don't rush me because I'll be moving though. But yeah, I know what you mean. This in general, right?
Yeah,
nigga. Because I'm a pace and play ass nigga. I'm a type of nigga. I want to get to my ball. I want to go through my routine. I'm gonna hit that bitch. I'm not about to.
You have
down.
to. But you know you be feeling their energy like this.
Oh yeah, well no, but yes, but at the same time, I'm a rhythm golfer. I'm a rhythm golfer. So just like with bowling, nigga, I don't want to sit a bunch of times and watch 10 niggas hit. Really, I want to go and get my shot in, nigga, because I'm feeling it right now. So why the fuck you want to wait around and then I gotta refill it? Yeah. Just like they talk about for the playoffs. Oh, these niggas got all this rest. They should be. Nigga, I don't want all that fucking rest. Nigga, I want to get to this shit because, nigga, I'm in the zone. I need to stay in that zone. Let me go. Let me get to my shit.
All right, next one up now.
Yeah, that's why it's all nigga, Kevin, don't act like you never saw your boy after we got done playing all the games. We be playing game after game, and I stood on the basketball court, and I wasn't the nigga going to get no water hardly. I hardly ever went out and got water, nigga. When we won, I stood right there on the court waiting for everybody else almost every time, nigga, because let's go. Let's go.
Let's get to it.
Let's go, nigga. Because this is normal, nigga. I do this, nigga. Let's do this. You probably
need that Josh back.
Probably don't even.
Can we get that Josh back?
Nigga, still, I'm telling you.
Play the ball, nigga.
I know. It's just hard, though, because I've been injured.
You gotta do both.
Body's
you gotta do golf and basketball. And bowling, too.
Yeah, I just lost my passion for the basketball. Probably because I lost my confidence a bit. And that's strange for me, but for real it happens. So I don't think it's just not even that. I didn't lose my confidence.
You getting back to dunking.
I didn't lose my confidence. I think it's just the passion though. I really do. And because in turn, when you stop playing, you know, it is what it is, but I just feel like it's the passion. I know I'm still that nigga when I step on the court.
Oh yeah.
I'm just definitely out of shape for that. The biking's gonna help. Biking and the hiking. I'm late to the party this year because of my decisions and choices I made.
I need to get back out to gym hoop. Rain. Somehow this landed on my YouTube. I'm like, what? But it was actually really peaceful. This was not what I was listening to when I fell asleep. I don't know how that happened.
I was thinking some deep shit.
Really?
Yeah. I was just thinking that somebody's got to put you down before you can grow up. If somebody's holding you like your parents, right? They're like this. They hold us, right? When we're kids, because we need that. As soon as we don't need that, put me down so I can grow up, so I can experience life and learn everything and do more stuff for myself. Don't get me wrong. I love your security of you holding me, but you know, like if I fall, I want to be because I fall, not because you dropped me because something happened or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me do what I gotta do. And that's how it's supposed to be for the whole parenting process.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be like that because otherwise it's hindering.
And we're here to teach and then let go.
Yep. We can't
Trust in our teaching.
trust in the teachings.
So.
Kill that spell. Kill that spell. Yeah, trust the teaching. Damn, that's crazy. That's trippy. That's beautiful. When you got those, nigga. See, it's just undeniable. Some things are just undeniable, and we found out about the spells and the numbers. They're undeniable. You can't, because you're just lying to yourself, nigga. If you say it's not.
Plus, it's in the words too. 'Cause they say that's why they call them pair that rent.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. But that's the spells. The word's right. You just broke it down further. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's what I'm saying. These niggas were geniuses, and the teachings that they had were crazy.
They taught us, but they taught us so under.
No, but nigga, things were different back in the day. The way they said things, though, we just lost the knowledge, nigga. We just lost the teaching. We lost the guidance. We lost ourselves somehow.
Yeah.
Don't know where. I don't know where along the way, but
somewhere, right? And that somehow they twisted it and made it where it's corny or fake or people don't want to believe it.
Yep. They put a negative stigma around it.
I mean, it's all there in our face.
Yeah.
If it all adds up, it's true.
It's true. It just is. But you should be happy about that. You know, people should be happy about that. We don't have to keep searching for this shit no more. It's right there.
Right. It all adds up, right, math.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They taught us math, but they didn't teach us why. What's in? What's it all in? What's the math in? What's the deeper meaning behind the numbers?
It's like, yeah, knowledge, right? Because scientists and stuff, all they are is people that study life.
Right.
So when you study it, it's that simple. Studying is simple.
Yeah, it is, because it's just. But it's simple, but it requires for you to get rid of the distractions. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of distractions, but they just put here. That's just what they are. We asked for them. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
They only just gave us what we wanted.
Yep, they do. They give us exactly what we wanted. Niggas be eating real fruit and complain about the seeds, so they give us seedless fucking fruit. That's bullshit.
100%. 100%. Cause like, well, don't I need seeds to be able to reproduce?
Right. How's this shit?
So what is this?
Right. Facts.
Obviously,
no one thinks about that, but yeah, that's facts.
This is facts.
Like, how's this making it like?
The laziness. My dad told me, bro, it's always been about that. And I was so, man, he always told me, lazy. And lazy's a disease. It's the biggest one, bro.
It's the only one.
That laziness
is
sabotaged
the
our
only
life.
disease.
Right. Laziness has sabotaged our life.
When it goes down to it. Because people are going to hate on this, but all cancer is man-made.
Right.
So...
why would there be this type of shit going on? Like, why would there be these diseases if it wasn't for that?
Yeah.
You know? Because
we do it to ourselves, like I always say.
Shit's not just here.
My biggest example is the mosquito thing. Niggas were just annoyed by all this itches. So the mosquitoes ain't doing no harm, but yeah, except for, you gotta be miserable for a few days.
Right. But there's natural remedies, right?
There's natural ways to get rid of the mosquitoes. Exactly. Right.
Lazy.
But we had to go cheaper, and people found a way to make money off of it.
That too.
So it's like...
but the laziness made it that way. It all comes back to that, because you're too lazy.
You're too lazy to even swat niggas.
You're too lazy to swat them. You're too lazy to find out what's the natural way to do this.
Yeah, because you can learn, right? There's the other opposite L of lazy is learning. Wow. Yep. That's why I say, like, they make sharks so scary, but yeah, people swim in them motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible
Because
to do all the stuff that
they've
they
learned what to not to do.
Right.
They learn what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
They say don't run from that nigga. You gotta stand your
But also,
ground.
right, so then there's another factor of fear, right? The fear factor. People are afraid of things that they don't have any knowledge about.
Yeah, that's why fear is just an illusion. It's
Well, fear is
just too lazy to learn.
fear is the thought that things will change. Fear is change, because let's say you go with a lion and the lion bites your arm off and you're scared that he's going to either kill you or change your life.
Yep.
And that's also a change too. A death is a huge change. 'Cause you
People
don't know
are
nothing
scared
about
of change because they don't understand it.
Yeah,
That's
'cause you
why
don't know
every
what's coming.
time everything changes, whenever all this stuff changes, people fight it. You hear it all the time. Even myself, like, McChickens ain't $1 no more. Well, life changes, nigga. Get over it.
You gotta prepare. You just gotta prepare. That fucking spell in itself. Prepare. You gotta prepare. So basically, you gotta realize that change is coming, and then do something about it.
Plus, that's for the better anyway, because it's like don't need to be eating that stuff. So they're doing us a favor, really. Like you can go and raise the prices on and get this watermelon, dude.
Yeah. And then you realize watermelon prices are really. And you realize that you're not gonna get full off that watermelon like you were supposed to get full off those chickens.
Also,
that
comes from negative knowledge too, because really, we just gotta plant the stuff, learn how to plant it.
Yeah, but everybody don't have this. Right. You gotta have some. Just need space and a little bit of land.
Right.
But that's what we're all supposed to have anyway. We're not supposed to be piled on top of each other.
Nope.
Everybody should have their own little slice.
Yep. Agreed.
Because we got to share this place.
Yep. People got too much land, and it's like, what are you doing with all that land?
People got too much money.
Yep.
People got too much influence and power. It should be more balanced, but it's not. Because of money.
Well, money, yes, but
money's the system.
Right, but it's also, it's just people in general. People are addicted to power.
And preservation. Both, right? Power and preservation.
Because in my opinion, it's because, like, you go to sleep, you got all control of the dream. But when you wake up, you're not in all control. So people like to be like, nah, people want that. That's why.
Well, that's why people want their dreams to come true.
Yeah, that's what it needs to happen. But it's just hard to accomplish that sometimes. Until you know. So now that we know, I think we can.
Right. Yeah, because our dreams can come true, but they have to fit in the parameter of this program. And if they don't, it's probably not going to happen. That's why simplistic things are the way. Greedy is a problem. I just want to be comfortable. And
because at the end of the day, everything's infinite. People are just stingy with it.
Right. The greed, this is what it is.
It's like there's no reason. Right. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just a tough problem to solve because just it's gotten so far out of balance.
Yeah.
It's gotten so far out of balance. Too many people have too much influence. You can only the change you inspire. You just need to inspire it in small doses.
Because this is a mind world. People don't understand that. Reality is the side effect of the mental world. So everything that you believe in and think of is controlling you. So like people do ads like McDonald's ads, well then you're gonna want McDonald's here in the future. Be- Unless you're powerful enough to be like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
You have to have the discipline.
Yep.
That's a mental world. That's what I'm saying. This is just a side effect of the mental world.
Yeah. Well, it's just all the three factors working together or against each other. Your body, and your soul.
Yeah.
You know, you have to balance them all. They have to all be aligned. Oh boy, Nero told us all that already. We have to. Everything's got to be aligned for us to have to live in our desired realities. You can't just have one or two. You have to have all three.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. We're living in a world of niggas that don't got it. Niggas might have one, niggas might have two, but most niggas don't got three. So that's why stuff's not gonna change until people change themselves, nigga. It's not gonna be. We can't change nobody.
Because the numbers
You hear me
are,
though? We can't change nobody. We can only help and give people knowledge. People have to. They have to come to the realization for themselves. You don't like. Nobody likes to be controlled.
Yep.
But until people, it's just this world ain't never gonna be perfect. It ain't even ever gonna be close. It just is what it is.
Which is wild because I believe we're born perfect. We just grow up to, for, because you learn from your parents and your, not just your parents, but everything from your environment and all the other stuff. It's how we learn who we think we're supposed to be. That's why the racists are racist. They don't just. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like we're born perfect because kids ain't racist. You have to be taught that.
I'm gonna say you're on the right path with that perfect stuff. I'm gonna say we definitely are built with, I had the P word, the right, the positive traits. I believe we're all born with the overwhelming positive traits and teachings and experience, but mostly teaching though, because we can't really experience anything until you're taught shit.
Well, it's just like
Hold on though, you can't experience anything until you're taught. So, right, the influences and the teachings is everything. So, but that's out of niggas' control. That's why I say we lost ourselves a long time ago. The teaching